Welcome to Paintoy. So this is a simple logo-inspired programming language that you can use to draw silly graphics. And it works on the browser. It's deployed on Vercel. So here we have a demo program here. We have an editable pane here. We can also run this, and we see this star. But let's do something interesting. Let's make it live. So here we can see the program. So these brackets denote a block, and this block is repeated 5 times. And now that we are live, we can do it like this. Let's make a random pen. All the lines of the star are drawn in a different color. Let's move this outside of the block. Now the whole star is with the same color. And these commands are like you would expect in a logo. There's RT for rotation, given a degrees, and FT for forward. So we can then, let's see, indent this like you would in a more reasonable programming language. But we can also do random stuff. So let's do randomization here. So we can, instead of this, we can do random from 144 to 175. And then we can, of course, let's randomize this as well to 50, let's say. Let's increase this repeating, for example. So you can see we can get some interesting graphics here. And this is sort of nice to try around with different values. Let's, for example, decrease this one. Oh, this is looking quite nice. And of course, we can stop this live evaluation, and we can run it manually by clicking the run button, and we get some interesting artwork here. But let's put the live back on. So let's put it like this. Okay, so here we have a circle. So what commands are there? Well, these are the basic commands for drawing, like the turtle graphics. We can also set the X and Y. We can set the color. We can change the pen to be up and down, and so on. And we can, of course, we can also define functions and call those functions with parameters. So we can do almost even real programs with this, but of course there's no IO except to the draw that are apart from the drawing commands. There's no IO here. Let's look at a more involved example. Here we have a program that generates a perspective, sort of pseudo 3D perspective of a road and a skyline, and it uses functions. Let's actually first run this program. Let's run it. Okay, so here we get some nice Bob Ross style. There's the horizon there with the mountains and a sun and a couple of houses here and some trees. And let's see if we run it again. We get a different one every time. Let's put it live, so we'll update. Okay, this looks quite disturbing here because it's so random. But let's look at it. Look at the program here. So this is showing us different commands that are available in the language. For example, so this is a function definition that takes 3 parameters. So for example, drawing a tree here that are in this right-hand side of the road. So first we set the pen to 4, then we call another function, line xyz, that we have defined above. And then we set the pen to B, which is the green color. We have 16 colors available here. And then we call save xy, so we can save the current x and y position that we are currently at to these variables. And then we repeat 5 times, and we set a random angle going upwards from 240 to 290. And then we go forward some amount based on how far we are along the z-axis. And then we go back to the saved x and y position. And this is calling the line xyz function here. And so this random forest here, then we have a for loop. We can use for. It's same as repeat, but it's binding the variable value here, the z value. So it takes a start and an end and a step. Okay, one more example. Here we have functions that draw letters. So I have defined some functions, like here's a function called A, function called H, function called E, So we're drawing letters based on the like forward and backward and pen up and pen down commands. And this is pretty painstaking work to make every command or every letter with this one. But there's one more thing here, and we have an underscore for the space. And this is one more feature here that we can. The for loop also works from a collection, here a string. And with the @c, we can call a function that is named in this variable. Here it's the c variable. And then we call space, and then we rotate 14 degrees. So let's run this program. And we get a scrolling text, hello there, repeated many times. Let's make this live. And let's try some tuning here. Let's, for example, change this to 5. We get some more spacing. Let's put it to 9. Okay. Let's make it 2. Okay, now that's pretty crowded, but yeah, it works. And also change, of course, the starting point. And we can also set the starting angle. For example, let's make it 30. So yeah, this works as well. And you can see nice text rendered in any direction you want, because it's using the drawing commands to do it and not plotting bitmap text.